Hi, I'm Donna Dewberry, the creator of the one stroke painting technique, and I'm so thrilled to be here with you showing you how to do an iris today. So it's right after the holidays, and I'm in the mood to sit here and paint with you. And so I'm going to put it to the overhead camera and we're going to get started. All right. So let me show you what we've got. I'm going to try to get this at a good point so y'all can see it well. And I want you to know that I'm going to be using something that a lot of you asked me about. This is the multi-surface paint, and it is exactly what it says. It's on all types of surfaces. And you can always get this at onestroke.com if you're looking for colors that we're using. And then this is the floating medium. Now, whenever I go into something where I feel like I need water, I'm going to use a floating medium because we don't use water with one-stroke painting. Now, when I created this technique, I wanted a very quick and easy way to put painting on metal. And so this looks like it's blown out a little bit, so I hope that you can see it and it's not too bright for you. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a couple different colors of purple. All right, so I want to make sure you see there's white, and this is like an eggplant, this is cobalt, and this is violet pansy with our white. Then this is sap green and citrus green. And I put a little bit of magenta because sometimes I like to add it to my flower, okay? And some daffodil yellow. All right, so I've just got plain black paper here that I'm going to work on so that you can see it really nice and vivid. All right, and I'm using a 16 flat. This is my Pro Brush set, okay? All right, so I'm going to get the purple and the white, and I'm going to work it in. Let me put it here so you can see it better. All right, so I'm going to go really close so you can see that on this black, I'm going to have the white on the outside, okay? All right, so I'm going to come here at the top, and I'm going to go all the way up and a light wiggle to a point. All right, I'm going to go over here again and get some more paint. And I'm going to come down. All right, so I'm going to bring this a little bit closer so right where I'm at, you're seeing this pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to keep coming in here. I'm going to get a little bit of pink this time and work the pink into the purple, back and forth. And I'm not going all the way into the white. I'm going out here way, and as I'm pushing down, it goes over and touches the white. All right, so with the iris, I'm going to come out here and out here to get those two petals that hang out. Then I'm going to do one here and one here. Okay, so just imagine I have an arrow here and an arrow there pointing down. Okay, so I'm going to go on the outside of this, turn your piece, it's okay. And I'm going to see it's a little dry on the edges. So this is when I would get a little bit of medium. So I'm going to grab a little bit of medium only on the white edge because everything else has a lot of paint. All right, so I'm going to come right around here. Okay, and I'm going to go to a point. All right, so now to come back, I'm going to push down and stand up. All right, well, I need more paint because as I came up here, I was doing good. And then as I return, I'm going to lay the brush out, stand up, and roll it as it comes back. I'm going to do it on this other side. I think you'll see it better. I'm going to come back in here, add a little bit more before we get going here because the black's seeping through. Okay? All right, so I'm going to turn it upside down. Believe it or not, this is going to be easier for you here. All right? So wiggle, wiggle. I didn't get it medium. Picking up a little bit of medium on that, on the corner. All right, so I see how much I have to keep going back and getting paint. All right, so I'm going to come right here, lay it, and stand up, and curl. Okay. So all you have to do though, just remember, I'm going to get some more pink and purple here. And I'm going to go back on this one more time. So I'm going to come right here, lay it down, stand it up, and roll that brush. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to come right here and curve it, get a little bit more paint. Now I'm going to even pick up some of the cobalt here and work that in just because I want it really strong with the purple. Okay. And even though I have a ton of paint, believe it or not, I might need to put that corner in the medium just so that it has, I want to pick up a white and a little bit of medium. Okay. So I want to go back over this. All right, around, around, around to a point, push hard and stand up. All right. So I don't like the way that little piece went right there. So I'm going to come back down, come here, push hard and roll the brush. All right. So let's go on this other side. All right. So this could be an iris that's just like this. See, this is a little flat, so I'm going to go out. Or we can do another look. All right, a little bit of blue, a little bit of white. All right, so to the point, push down hard. Oh, gotta make sure I'm up here so y'all can see. Push down hard and roll it, okay? Hard and roll, okay? Now, I can pull this down a little bit. All right, now we can leave it like that and put a stem and go for that. Or I'm going to come right in here and I'm going to wipe off on the paper towel, pick up fresh paint, maybe some of this eggplant, and get some yellow on the tip. Okay, so I'm going to come right in here. Look at this. All right, up, 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 and roll it small. All right, so I'm going to come right in here a little bit more. All right, and I can just smooth this out because I'm going to put yellow on that, okay? So that's going to have that yellow and purple tone. I'm going to wash out that paint because I'm going to use the same brush, and I'm going to let this sit and dry for a few minutes. And I'm going to pick up the citrus green. I put a little bit of lime in there. A little bit of citrus and lime. All right. And I could put a little bit of white on the lime side or the citrus green side. Okay. All right. So we're going to act like this is the stem. So we're going to come right here, because this iris is going to be a big hardy stem. All right, now I want to show you a little bit here that I'm going to make this come in here. Big old nice thick stem. Ooh, ooh, ooh. We're getting bigger and bigger. We don't want to do that. All right, so now watch what happens. I'm going to start on the chisel, lay down, stand up, lay down. Okay, we can do it one more time. All right, push down hard, stand up, push down hard, stand up. And we're going to go on the other side, chisel, push. Oh, I'm covering the whole thing, so let's turn it upside down so y'all can see. All right, I'm going to start on the chisel, lay down, stand up. Ran out of paint, so I'm going to get some medium. I picked up a little bit medium this time. There we go, and curve. All right, so, and I could smooth out this edge, or I can clean it up too. And all we have to do now to finish this, and we're going to come back with more different designs for you each week, so I'm excited to share that with you. And we are going to pick up some yellow, and this is a beard. It's called a bearded iris, and we put chisel edge little strokes. We come down real close, y'all can see those little teeny strokes right in here. Okay. All right, and a little bit more. Let's wipe this. I'm going to get fresh white and fresh yellow. All right, so I can come right in here. And I keep getting fresh paint when the purple takes over. And I'm going to go just like that up into the curve of that petal. So it's got a lot of paint there. I can wipe it out just a little bit so it doesn't keep picking up so much. You curve it around because it's supposed to go in there. And there you go. I hope you enjoyed that. It's a little blurry. There we go. And that's the bearded iris. And I've got more coming next week. And I'll see you next time. OneStroke.com will help you with all your needs.